Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Astral Irma. I just woke up from a lucid dream, astral adventure, all in one. I met the Mad Hatter. This was an epic adventure. My hair is all messed up. This was an epic adventure I just had. I spent, let's see, one day, one night, another day, and then another night, a lower astral. So I spent like 2 full days in the astral, which was probably about 3 hours of lucidity. Now, I started out, I was in like this building, and it was like a brick building. And I could see up above, there were these windows where the sun was shining through. And I was just like, I need to get outside in the sun, you know? The sun feeds my lucidity and feeds my abilities. And so what happened was, for the first day, I got up there. I broke through the brick wall, because there were like these sharp fence things around the glass, and I didn't care. I just like broke through it. It took me a little while to break through, and then finally I broke through into the sun. I went into the sun. I started absorbing all of the sunlight, absorbing it. I saw so many suns in the sky. It was amazing. I also saw a red sun after I met the Mad Hatter. I'll get into that in a minute. And so I basically just jumped from sunny spot to sunny spot for the first day. So say for the first half an hour or so, just soaking up the sun, just soaking it in, getting my lucidity back. It was so beautiful. I can still, my body's all warm, I can still feel it. And then here comes the lower astral. The sun started to set. All of the sun started to set. And so I flew up higher as I could to to keep on getting the sun, because if you go up higher, there's the sun setting, you can still catch some of the sun rays. And then here comes the lower astral. The sun sets and everything gets dark and all the monsters come out. So it's really hard to see in the lower astral. There's not much you can, there's not much you can do except feel all of these critters creeping in on you and everything. So boom, I manifest these light whips. These long whips, like the one that you know, in Lord of the Rings, when you shall not pass, Gandalf was on the bridge, and that demon had caught Gandalf's ankle with one of those whips. I had those whips. I had 2 of them. And they had big balls of fire on the end, and I was whipping them all around, and I was swinging them around, trying to just light up all the area around me so that I could see something, and I was just whipping them all around everywhere, just killing all the monsters, the demons, the parasites that were trying to get near me. And I just did that for night lasted about a half an hour. So here I am, just whipping all these things, rubbing my hands together, whipping all these things, trying to keep my lucidity. And then suddenly, I found there were some people that were able to stay lucid through this low frequency, through this lower astral, and we all met up. So I'm whipping all these things around, and then we see a cabin with lights on inside, and it's called Camp Asar or Camp Nassar. And so we all go in this cabin, and we're hiding out together. There's a whole group of us. There was probably like seven of us. I didn't know any of these people, but there were seven of us, and then there were the lights on in the cabin, and the lights in the cabin kept our lucidity. We're able to see again. You need light in order to see. In the astral, you need light. Oh, I never thought of getting night vision goggles. That would be next. That's my next plan, to get night vision goggles. Boom. As soon as the lower astral kicks in. So we hung out in the cabin. We just huddled together, absorbed all the light from the cabin that we could, until daytime came. And while I was in the cabin, I was making my broadswords, just using my energy to make these. At first they were just these tiny little swords, even smaller than the knife, these tiny little broadswords. I had two of them. I had two tiny little broadswords, and I kept on, I would really focus on them to get them to grow and grow and grow. And so finally, they were like little, but I got, I was working on them the whole time. And then daytime came. I was like, oh, it's daytime, so we get to go outside again. And that's where I met the Mad Hatter. This guy was cool, man. He had portals, and he had all of these tools and weapons and hats. He had a bunch of hats. And the whole team, the whole group of people would travel with him. It was so cool. This guy was cool, the Mad Hatter. And he looked like, he wasn't very tall. He was kind of short, regular build. He had cool, flashy clothes on and a big hat, and he has this blanket, and this blanket is like a portal, and he just throws all of his stuff in this blanket, and he keeps it there. It's like a knapsack that he holds. He just throws everything in it's a portal, so he can put tons and tons of stuff in here. He had long sticks that he used as weapons, and he had all sorts of weapons in there, and he just would carry this blanket around with him that was a portal and keep all his stuff in there. The Mad Hatter. We were gonna go to Neverland, he told me, or something. I don't know. I didn't go with him though. I just hung around the cabin, and as soon as it was daylight, I hung around the cabin. I soaked up all the sun again, got as much energy as I could, and I just kept on working on my long swords, my broadswords, two of them. And then a low frequency storm started to kick in again, and it blocked the sun. So I was like, oh boy, I better get back to the cabin. So there's my cat. So I'm almost done. So after meeting the Mad Hatter, and I fought my way, because the lower astral, the low frequency storm started. It blocked the sun from the clouds, and then I made my way back to the cabin, and I'm just hiding out in that cabin. Yeah, I'm making my broadsword. So that was my astral adventures. It was really cool. Lasted about 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours, fully lucid. It was great. Yeah, highly recommend these experiences to anybody. No. Highly recommend these experiences to anybody. Anyway, thanks for watching.